much of the spiritual is invading the natural. But if you don't have Jesus, all you're going to see is the evil, and it can be very overwhelming. And we need our discernment sharpened to be able to tell the good from the evil. Otherwise, the world starts calling evil good and good evil, and we see plenty of that going on right now, and for a while, and up to the end of days we will too. But we have a special reprieve from the Lord right now, so it's really an exciting time. So, okay, long story short, I want to get these books into people's hands. And I tried the advertising thing and targeting and doing those. I took a class on those sales funnels, and they just were too salesy to me. So I'm just here to put this out, present this to you, because I'd like to give away these books. I'm not going to even charge you shipping like some do. I want to bless people and hear feedback back, so I can have some, what do you call those? Reviews, so I can put some reviews on Amazon. This is available on Amazon for $12.99, but I really do want to give it out free now, and about 50 of them. And since I don't know how to exactly do this, but if you just put DM me, however that is, in the comments back there, I'll get a hold of you privately, and I can get your information so I can get a book out to you. There are 16 chapters in here, everything from protecting your heart, taking your health back, fasting, forgiveness that puts fear in the devil, pathways to winning the spiritual battle. This is not your final chapter. This is really my heart for women over 55, is that since there's so, empty nesters, a lot of people have dealt with lots of different deaths of all kinds of family members or husbands or whatever, and it's a huge time of change. We're used to having so much of God's favor, and then suddenly it starts to change, and our hormones are going kind of bonkers. Some people have different experiences. Maybe it's just hot flashes. Maybe it's a divorce. Maybe it's all kinds of different things that are happening. And I really want to share some of my experiences, but also for many of the women that I've ministered to, what has helped, what the key is to that stability. And of course, that stability is Christ in us, that hope of glory, right? But there are all our facets. So when you're born again, your spirit is connected to heaven. You hear about that little silver thread in Ecclesiastes. So we know that, I just got to say this, that prayer is the greatest technology ever invented. It's the greatest technology. It goes through the universe to the high heavens of the Most High God and back to us, so we can hear and receive. And Jesus said, "My sheep know my voice, and they hear me, and they follow me." But that's a technology that no technology can hinder. Even though the world's got all these different waves, frequencies going on, trying to break that communication with the birds of the air, and with so much coming at us, this is really going to help. There are practical tips. There are this is tying the supernatural of God into us, because Jesus is super over our natural. And a lot of times in religion, we're taught to avoid the supernatural because of how the world portrays it, or maybe you've had experience with darkness and demons. Everybody's had dark times, but the answer to that is the light, which is the light of Christ. And anyways, I'm so excited to share this, because I believe it's going to help millions of people. And yet it's just the beginning. Each one of these chapters could be a book in itself. So it's more like a guidebook. So it's a great place to start. There's no medical advice given here. There are some health tips and those kinds of things. But my mom is 85, and she takes no pharmaceutical medicine. And I never have either. So there are ways, and I haven't, a little different than her, but because I've been healed supernaturally by Jesus Christ, the very living presence of the living God here and now. If that's what you want, if you're hungry and thirsting for God, if you're hungry and thirsting for the answers that you've been craving, and you're not getting it from the medical community, or you've just resigned yourself to that, that there are, when did the medical community become our God? When did the news become our God, determining how we feel or think or believe or anything? Anyways, I'll get off on a lot of these things, but there are simple tips, which I just thought of one now that I didn't put in this book. I'm wearing linen. The more natural fibers we can wear, the more our bodies breathe, the more the frequency, the vibration is more healing. Sleeping on linen sheets is a really good thing, and that's why, I got to order this. If you use those satin pillowcases, it apparently helps lessen wrinkle things, and so I really need that now, so I got to remind myself to get that. So wool, linen, organic cottons, those kinds of things. The more polyester we wear, our bodies can't detox naturally as easily. So anyways, there's more in here for you. Again, a reminder, I want to give away 50 of these. This is why I came on today and to share this with you, and my excitement for what God has for you, because at getting to this point, and maybe a lot of women get depressed and things happen, but there's a way out. God's already paid the way out, and this will help with this. But I want you to know that you're still here for such a time as this. God has an amazing new future for you. I want you to be able to see the future. When we just dwell on the past, that can be the doorway that blocks our ability to receive the future that Jesus has for us here and now. Your dreams and visions, it's not too late, ladies. It is not too late. It may come in a little different form, and maybe he's got something completely different, but those dreams and visions that you had, it's not too late. I want to help you find those and operate in those, because God needs you. He chose to have each one of us on the earth at this time. Think how many people we know that have passed away from. I know Christians that have gone way before their time. This shouldn't have happened, but we're here for such a time as this, to be able to be that conduit from heaven to earth and earth to heaven. And he wants to fulfill the specific destinies for you that only you can fulfill. He could give your assignment to somebody else, but it'll never be as you would have done it. It was Dr. Miles Monroe, if you've ever listened to him. He said the richest place on earth are graveyards, because of all the dreams and the visions and the businesses and that were never built, the relationships that were never healed. It's not too late to have relationships healed and have this new excitement for looking forward and knowing your identity in Jesus and how important you are here and now. Yes, so if you want a copy of